Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is the 5th time I have tried to start this video and have had things happen every time I try to start the video. My nose starts dripping, or I start to lose my voice, or the last one, I had the greatest update. It was about done. It was closing, and the phone told me that my iCloud storage is full and shut off my video. It was rather frustrating. So I'm going to try to get through this update before I lose my voice. This last week of Carnivore, I don't know. I can honestly say I don't know how Carnivore itself went because I was sick. So I didn't feel good. So I'm not feeling the benefits of Carnivore right now. All the overwhelming energy and this amazing feeling like the greatest I've ever felt in my life. I'm not experiencing that right now because this week, sick. Sucker and a dog. Which kind of sucked. But I spent 3-4 days in bed resting, drinking lots of tea. Tea is still my go-to when I'm sick. Do I think that I could do better by making that broth? Probably. But with me being sick, my throat was very sore. So I basically was needing warm fluids around the clock. And this eucalyptus mint tea that I got from Natural Grocers, it's a traditional medicinals blend. It's absolutely fabulous for helping clear your sinuses and keep your throat feeling okay. Now, I was determined that I was not going to do anything that would kick me out of ketosis. So I didn't touch a single cough drop. I just sipped on hot tea. I've done that pretty much round the clock while I've been sick, which is much better than going ahead and caving and getting the cough drops. And I almost feel like those make your throat more sore anyway, as opposed to just sipping tea around the clock. Now, since I didn't have much of an appetite and I wasn't eating enough, I thought the scale would be lower than it was. In the last week, I only lost 0.8 pounds. 0.8, that's not even a pound. This is 2 weeks in a row of very, very little weight loss. Now, my clothes are still feeling looser, so I probably shouldn't complain about that part, but I was really expecting the scale to be lower considering that I'm not eating much. Now I'm one of those people that has the medical conditions that make it so that I can literally on a low calorie diet gain weight. I'm one of those freaks of nature that can gain weight on a low calorie diet, and my doctor and I figured out that I had to eat at least 1,800 calories a day in order to lose weight. So on the carnivore diet, I shoot for at least 2,000 calories a day and I lose weight. So I will say that this last week, I definitely did not hit my calorie needs. But when you're sick, maybe you don't need them so much. It's hard to say. If you don't feel like eating, maybe it's best to not eat. And I did fast the first 24 hours after I got sick. So I know that my calories were too low. And I will say also that before I got on the scale, I had already drank 30 ounces of tea, which will definitely affect my weight. So my weight probably was lower. I wouldn't know. Now I'm trying, as a carnivore, I try not to stress too much about the weight, the scale. my clothes are still getting looser. And that's the important part with carnivore, is that you don't fixate on the numbers. The numbers will automatically come down as they're supposed to, as long as you are just living on meat, eggs, butter. So carnivores don't really need to stress too much about like how much they eat and the numbers on the scale, because all of that works itself out. As long as you are nourishing your body and you are in ketosis, your weight is going to come down. It's just going to. You may go through periods where it's slow and then it drops rapidly, or you may go through periods of time where you even gain and then drop rapidly. It just all depends on your level of malnourishment, I guess. So, rough week. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to stay on track, keep on doing the carnivore. Let me know how your week went, and let me also know your go-tos for when you're sick. If you're a carnivore and you get a cold, what do you do to help your body recover from that cold? For me, I chose rest and lots of hot tea. And I did also make some carnivore soup. Basically, I just put some beef in the crock pot and put some bone broth on it, and then shredded up the beef and drank some broth and ate some beef with it. But I don't know what everyone else's go-to remedies are for when they get a cold. So let me know in the comments below, and thank you for tuning in to this week's carnivore update. Hopefully next week my update is so much better, because I am now recovering from this awful cold. So I'll get back to feeling good probably pretty quickly. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.